Hello, my hosts, and welcome to another Lean stream. Today we are tackling the set theory game. So we will be doing set theory. So let's get into that right now. Welcome to the set theory game, the introduction to mathematical proof. In this game, we will solve a sequence of levels by proving theorems. This game is based off the interactive theorem prover called Lean. Theorems in this game will be about sets. Set is a collection of objects. The objects in this collection are called elements of the set. For example, the set of planets in our solar system has 8 elements: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Learning how to takes time. You'll get to use that. To start, click on Subset World. Open game info in the thing on the top right for resources and ways to interact with the Lean community. Excellent. The elements of the sets in this universe will come from a universe called Y. In order to specify an object X belongs in the universe Y, we write X is of type U. To specify A is a set of objects from U, we write A is a thing of set U. Terminology used in Lean is X has the type U and A has the type set U. Say that U is an element of X, we write that A is an element of, X is an element of A. Good morning, Space Chat Can. You can enter the symbol in by /mem or /in followed by a space. You will prove theorems in this game using tools called tactics. The aim is to prove a theorem by applying the tactics in the right order. Let's learn some basic tactics. Click on Start to get started. All right. Let X be an object in universe U and A be a set with elements come from U. Suppose X is an element of A, and then A is an element there. Exact H. That's easy enough. Though this theorem would be illustrates an important fact. Although we have called H an identifier, the assumption of A is that it is also recognized by Lean as proof of the statement A is an element of X. Anytime you see H of type P listed in assumption where P is some statement, it will mean that Lean will recognize H as a proof of the statement P. Remember, exact is a tactic. If you ever want information about the exact tactic, you can click on exact, the list of tactics to right. Note that H was the proof of the goal X is in A. You could not have closed the goal by simply typing H in the text box. Although throughout this game, every move you make must involve a tactic. Click on Next to see the next, more interesting use of exact tactic. Okay. If A and B are sets, we say that A is a subset of B if every element of A is an element of B. Notion A subset B means that A is a subset of C. To do that, type sub followed by a space. If you have H1, A is subset of B, then H1 is proof that something is an element there, there's an element there. Thus, if you can have H2, X is an element of A, you can apply H1 and H2 to conclude that A is an element of B. To apply, you simply write H1 followed by H2 and a space. Okay. I did not know you could apply those like that. So H1, H2. Really? Can't we do apply like that? You ever not unlocked the... Okay, show more help. Oh, okay. That's a little strange. Ah, many proofs also behave like functions. Okay. So H1, H2. We can use the proof H1, H3 to justify have. Type have. Okay. H4 of the type B. Type H1, H3. Okay. Has been added to your assumptions. Can you complete the proof now? That H H4, I think. Yes, okay. Use it. Have tactic add a new statement to your list of assumptions as long as you can justify it with a proof. Further information, click on have, select tactics. Okay. That makes sense. On the next one. If P and Q are statements, then P to Q means if P, then Q. To enter that /imp, short for implies. Most straightforward way to prove a statement P in Q is assume P is true and then prove Q. To do that, we'll need a new tactic intro. Since our goal in this level is the statement X is an element of A implies X is an element of C, let's assume that right. Okay, it's set A is an element of B and X. Right. Intro. H3. Now, onto there. key. Can I just do exact H2, H3? Ah, no, I can't do that. So I can do have H4, X is in it, B from H1, H3. Then exact H2, H4. Level completed. As you more information about the new tactic intro, you can click on intro and list of tactics to the right. Excellent. Let's keep going. How often do you prove that one set is a subset? How often do you prove one set is a subset of another? To prove A subset B, you have to show that if some object X is an element of A, then it's also an element of B. To do that, you introduce an object called X into the proof, and the object X could be anything. You could say it's arbitrary. In this level, we'll start with a simple proof of this kind of thing. We'll show that if A is a set, then A is a subset of A. Prove there, intro X. All right. Intro X. Notice that X has been added. The goal has been changed to X there. Can I just go? Okay. Can go have. Sorry. Can go intro H1. All right. That H1. Theorem you proved shows subset relation has a property called reflexivity. We have given the theorem the name subset reflect. You'll see it lists of theorems on your right. Subset reflect. Excellent. In Lean's mathematical library MathLib, in MathLib, there is subset reflect. Many other sets in this group, beginning with the names. Okay. To start this proof, you should look at first the goal, what needs to be done to prove the goal. This level, the goal is A is subset of C. What detail do you provide? Suppose A is a subset of B and B is a subset of C, then prove A is a subset of C. Let's first introduce X. And we want to prove that X is a set there. That's not useful at the moment. All right. Throw H3. Yep. So you having H4 X in B is proven by H1, H3. Oh, is it having or have? Then exact H2, H4. Level complete. Subset relationship has the property transitivity. Given the theorem the name subset trans. Yay, trans rights. Let's go home. We've cleared subset world. Now we're going into complement world. If A is a set of objects from the universe U, then the complement of A is denoted by A to the power C, is a set of all objects in the universe U that are not elements of A. For example, if U contains all people and A is of people who are more than 6 feet tall, then A complement is a set of all people who are at most 6.6 feet tall. This will prove theorems about complements. I have a theory that my compliments are very nice. I like to get compliments. It's statements that say something is not the case. If P is a statement, then not P means it's not the case P. The symbol, enter the symbol that type / not. Common method of proving a negative statement is proof by contradiction. To prove a statement of the form not P, you can assume P and then show that assumption leads to contradiction. The tactic to use of this proof is by contra. For a theorem of this level, the goal is A is not a subset of B. To prove, you'll have assumption of A is there by contra H1. Suppose X is an element of A and X is an element B, then prove that not A is an element. All right. By contra H3. Notice the goal is now false. To achieve this goal, you must prove contradictory statements. You can do this by using have to assert that X is a member of B, which will contradict H there. All right. Have H4 X in B by H3 H1. Now, can I do which is shorthand for AB. So exact H2, H4, so H2, H4, level complete. Excellent. You must list the negative statement first to establish the contradiction. Excellent. If you have A is set U, and complement is defined as a set of all things in the universe U that are not elements X. That means if you also have XU, and the statement A is an element of there, and X is not an element of A, are equivalent. We express this by saying A is element C is equivalent to A is not an element of A is true. Means if and only if. You can enter that statement by typing if. You can enter superscript C in the notation of by simply typing complement or slash caret C. Okay. In this level, we're going to prove that X is equivalent to that true. And we'll use the new tactic riffle. The riffle tactic can prove any form of the P is equivalent to Q if P and Q are equivalent by virtue of the definitions of their symbol. Riffle will close the goal. Okay. We've given the theorem proven by this mem compl if. The next level prove theorems about complements. Okay. We've got rewrite. Proof of that. Complement X there is saying that X, replace it with rewrite. Okay. Subset statement, you'll need tro X H2. Hello, hello. Good to see you. We are currently doing the set world from the complement world within the set challenges of the lean game. So there. Yep. Lean is a theorem proving language, and that's what we are doing. We are proving theorems about sets at the moment. Now, meme compl if it's the proof of the statement if there, do this re-expression, use the tactic right. I think we just can, oops, mem compl iff a x. All right. Similarly, you can rewrite at H2 to figure out the meaning of that. All right. Rewrite meme compl IF at H2. The next step, we have now, I think we can do by contra. There we go. Physicists are not familiar with pure mathematics. That's okay. Now, I think we can now use have H3 is it's a pity we don't have the apply tactic unlocked yet. I wonder, can we go exact okay. Have H3 X in B via H1A yep, exact H2A. I'll say H3. Oh, H3. Level complete. You'll find the new theorem proved in this level listed as compl subset compl of subset in the list of theorems that write useful for the last level of this world. Excellent. Suppose A is a set, then A complement equals A. Let's have a look. How do we prove that two sets A and B are equal? One way to do it is to use the theorem subset anti-sim. This theorem says that I should do my stretches. Let me do my 30-minute stretches. Stretches for 30 minutes. And we're back. That is the stretches that are associated with 30 minutes, not the stretches that go for 30 minutes. Theorem subset anti-sim is predefined in the game. You don't have to prove it. If you have H1 there, then it's proof of A equals B. The theorem says that has the property called anti-symmetry. What if you don't know that if A and B there? You can use the new tactic apply. If your goal is A equals B, then you can write apply subset anti-sim and we'll figure out could be applied to prove the goal. If you only had proofs of A, ooh, that's a different apply. We'll set two statements as the goal. Apply subset anti-sim is a good way to start. Got anti-sim. Also got to push neg. Your immediate goal is to prove that a double complement is a subset of A. Once you prove the goal, you'll prove the second goal there. Let's push neg. Goal is a negative statement that we'll try to express it as equivalent positive statement. Okay. Very unconstructive. Okay. Let's intro X. X is an element of that. All right. So intro H1. Hi, Bleak. Good to see you. That's a common thing. Can I push neg H1? Okay. Let's see what theorems we've got. that there. Let's try rewrite for H1. Do I have to do at H1? Yeah. Some chat says that A is not a member of. There we go. Now, says that, which means that and in its assumption, how do we rewrite that? Okay. Oh. Let's try, oops. By contra. That looks weird. Let's go back. Okay. I just stretched. But thank you for reminding me. Okay. Let's try H1. Oh. Which means What am I missing? Got that one. There. And set P as your goal. Ah, assumption. Can we reapply that again? Yes, okay. Now H1 says that not X, which means that not simplified to X. To form this product, you'll need it. Okay. Neg at H1. Oh, that really sucks. Second part of the goal, which is similar. Okay. Tro X. One. Right. Rewrite. Alt FF. Ah. Either approach will work. FF. Oh. Rewrite. Push. Neg. Exact. H1. make it hair. Again, using Vroid, forgot hair features and settings of the model. I'll just have to try and experiment then. This is the last level of complement world. We'll have to prove a statement of the form P is equivalent to Q. Most is IFF intro. So on the last, it's apply IFF intro. Your lean will set that as goals to be split. All right. Apply IFF.tro. Then we can tro H1. Actually, that's isn't that just like that? Yay! Found a nice clothing model, but you don't know how to import it. Ah, okay. Okay. True. What assertion it will justify. Ah, try more help. That's it. Ate it. I'm not sure how that. Oh, I catch it. Hey, Okay, hold on. B A that's not what we want. How do we do the complement symbol again? Like that, I guess. And sub B A like that. Good. Fruit there. Ready. B. Let me do it again. Exact B. Ah. In this situation, the tactic constructor will have the same effect as apply IFF intro will set as goals to be proven. Okay. Ah. I should take another stretch. Let me do my next stretch. If A and B are sets, then the intersection of A and B, denoted by A intersect B, is a set of elements in the two sets that the two sets have in common. In other words, for an object to be an element of A intersect B, must be an element of both A and B. For example, A is a set of all round things and B is a set of all red things. A intersect B is a set of all round red things. In this world, you'll prove some of the basic properties of intersections of sets. If P and Q are statements, then P and Q means P and Q. To enter the AND symbol, type /AND. For the symbol statement P and Q to be true, P and Q must both be true. If you have H, P and Q, that is, H is a proof of the statement P and Q. Then in lean, H left is the proof of P and H right is the proof of Q. That's all you need to know to solve this level. All right. Jumps there. Left H. Oh. We just go left at H. What tactics do we have? Oh, H dot left. Proving theories about intersections. In this level, we'll need to use our definition of intersection press. The meme is the definition is mem intersection IFF. If you have X is a member of the universe and A is of type set U and B is a type of set U, mem FFX XA is the proof of the statement A is an element, X is an element of A, intersect B is equivalent to A is an intersect of A is an element of A, X is an element of A and X is an element of B. Rewrite can replace that with the goal. Usually your lean can figure out X, A and B on its own, so you can just like that. You can use rewrite mem into for FX H to get the replacement of the assertion okay. Just like there can be proven by the riffle tactic, but won't ask you to prove it. It's predefined in the game. Enter the thing, you can type enter or /cap. Suppose X is a thing, then X is got that as an assumption. So we can do rewrite at H. Then H dot exact, H dot right. Level complete. Combine ideas to solve this one. For any sets, A intersect B is a subset of A. Intro X. All right. Intro H1. And right. exact one at h1, exact h1 dot left, label complete. This, to do this, you'll need another theorem and intro. If you have h1 p and h2 is q, then it's proof of p and q. Writing out the meaning of the intersection in the goal will help you to complete this level. Suppose x is an element of A and x is an element of B, then x is an element of A intersection B. All right. We have and intro. So I'm going to have h3 is x in A and x in B that's proved by and dot intro h1 h2. All right. Then turn that into that. Where is, no. Rewrite mem to IFF. H3. Exact H3. There we go. Once again, you could prove this exact. Okay. Of course, you know now how to start a proof that one set is a subset of another. Suppose that A is there and B is there, then A is a subset of B. Right. Intro X. Intro H3. All right. Rewrite. Like that. apply and dot intro. The immediate goal is to prove that A is a member of B. That's exact. H1, H3. Exact. Hold on. I do subset trans. Really? Did I? Yeah. Oh. Oh, just realized. Exact H2, H3. That was easier. Next, we've got to prove that intersection is commutative. That as a warm-up, prove that A intercept B is a subset of B intercept A. All right. Intro X. One. There. So some more help. Head. H1. There. I think you should keep the key bindings the same. Now, try apply and intro. h1 dot right. Oh, exact h1 dot right. Exact h1 dot left. That was complete. We've given this theory the name inter-subset swap. Okay. First equation between good first step. The goal is an equation between steps to supply subset anti-sim. So the theory at this level will leave you with two goals. But prove that. Okay. There. Oops. Copy. Intercept as type. What? All right. B8. Also, you got into Coliseum. Awesome! It's been a while since I've played that game. Our goal in this level, again, is an equation between sets. In previous proofs that apply subset anti-sim and would work there as well. But we're going to try out alternative tactic EXT. This tactic applies the principle of extensionality for sets. It says if two sets are exactly the same elements, then they are equal. It is a prerequisite for book of hours, and it's also addictive as hell. Yeah, it's a lot less leaned back than Book of Hours. There. All right. Let's start this proof. EXTX. That will help. Apply F intro. IFF intro. Intro. There. X is a member of A, B. X is a member of a bear. Current goal in the game is a Dawnbreaker core. Ooh, cool. So I guess ah, I did do my 1 hour stretch, but I think I should do another stretch anyway. Let me do it. Oop. Stretch is done. Yep. Now, not that one. Where's the... Hey. Oh, did it do... Do that again? Right. Now, apply and dot intro. A dot left dot left. Oh, exact A dot left dot left. Apply and dot oh, and dot intro. Exact A dot left dot right. Get that spot. Exact A dot right. Good. It's gonna do, let's try rewrite. that. Repeat it again. I just want to get all of those things into logic symbols. There we go. Ah. That's a common thing. Throw H1. Apply bright dot. Sorry. And dot intro. Apply and dot intro again. Exact H1 dot left. Yep. Exact H1 dot right dot left. Exact H1 dot right dot right. Move on to Union World. All right. Let's do that. This will be the last world we will tackle before we head off for dinner. If A and B are sets, then union A and B, denoted by A union B, is the set you get by throwing all the elements of A and B together into one set. In other words, an object to be an element of A union B, it must be an element of either A or B or both. For example, A is a set of all people under 30 and B is a set of all people over 20, then A union B is a set of all people. Basic properties of set unions. Logical word or, there, slash or. It says two words either prove HP or or in left or in right. We do apply or in left, exact H. Let's prove some theorems about unions. As with complements and intersections, one of the key tools to prove it is a theorem stating the definition. If you have X there and X there, then mem union AB is the proof of is equivalent to A or B, which we can rewrite mem union to rewrite that. If this appears in any assertion of the goal, similar there. Why isn't this called mem union IFF? I don't know. Mem is symmetric, but there are occasionally surprises. Okay. If A and B are sets, then B is a member of A union B. All right. Intro X. Intro. Rewrite. Mem. Union. So apply. Or in. Oh. In right. Exact. A. And I should do my 1 hour, 30-minute stretch. Let me do my stretch to that point in time. There we go. Proof by cases. We'll need a new technique. R cases. Start a subset. Okay, R cases. Proof of statement form P or Q with R. Break your proof into cases. Case 1, you'll need to prove the instruction P. Proofs of statements that do not have the form this scheme. Okay. Three. Definition of the proof of R. Okay. Rewrite. Where are we? Union H3. Break proof of cases. R cases H3 with A3 A or H3 B. Now you have two goals. First one, okay, X is an element of exact. H1, H3A. Exact. H2, H3B. No, lean also has a cases tactic, but its syntax is a little bit more complicated. That's why we've chosen to use the R cases tactic. There's other uses, but in this game it will only be applied all statements to break the proof into cases. Okay. Theorem union subset swap for any A and B. A union B, the subset of B union A. Alrighty. One. Rewrite. One. Mem union at H1. Rewrite mem union as well. Can I just do cases? Actually, I have to. Yeah. Can I just do R cases H1? Do I have to do? Yeah. Cool. Apply intro. Apply, sorry. Or in R. Exact. H. Apply or in left. Exact H. Level complete. We'll be able to use the theorem union and subset swap in the next level to prove that union is commutative. That's good. If you start your proof with apply subset anti-sim, then you'll be able to use the theorem union swap to prove the last level. Okay. Apply subset dot t sim. I just do apply union subset swap A B. Yep. Apply B A. You are most likely. Let's go to the next one. Find it helpful for this proof. If you're proving an OR statement and you think you'll be able to prove left or right, apply OR in will set the goal to the either left or the right side. Alternatively, tactic left has the same effect as apply. Okay. either X there or apply anti-sim. Lean groups association for left. Okay. Copy, paste. There. Let's do rewrite union. Oh. Now we can do rewrite mem union rewrite union right mem union h1 right mem union h1. I think we have to do cases h1 cases h. Yep. Apply or in left exact h apply or in right so right left exact h right right exact h. Intermediate goal solved. Intro x h1 rewrite mem union mem union, mem, union. Rewrite mem union. Okay. Rewrite mem union. Rewrite mem union, comma, mem union h1 cases h1. Left, left, exact, h. Cases h. Left, right, exact h. Right, exact h. Levels complete. Master reasoning about complements, intersections, and union. Next we'll start mixing them up. But I think that is as far as we're going to go for today. Let's download that and get back to my main room. Thank you for joining me as I continue through Set World in Lean. Tomorrow we'll be playing some Minecraft. So I hope you'll be able to join me that. And I'm probably going to walk down to the shops to get food. So that will be my stretches for after the stream. Thank you for reminding me, Azure. See you all later. Goodbye. Oh, and if it's the first time for you watching, please consider subscribing. Bye-bye.